everybody, welcome to the first new Kino of the new year. I am Simian Jimmy, joined as always by the man who this podcast is named after, the Kino Corner.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I was scrolling through YouTube one day. I was like, man, I need to think of a good name for my podcast, and then this channel pops up, the Kino Corner, and I said, that's the perfect name. We got it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm flattered.
It was called Is It Kino Corner, but Justin Timberlake said drop the corner.
Ideal.
Yeah,
we're also joined by...
the whole podcast is just...
No, go ahead.
I said, and the whole podcast was just showing pictures of the guy from Halloween Ends and just asking, is it Kino Corner?
Yeah. It's the guy from Office Christmas Party. Is it Kino Corner?
Corey.
Yeah.
We're joined by Florian Hemsel.
Yep, I'm the only one who's got a medium opinion of this movie. Hello, everyone.
Movie? Wait, I thought this was just a get to know you kind of podcast. I didn't know we had to talk about a movie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta talk about a movie, okay?
And
I don't know what to do otherwise.
the man of my dreams. Not Nicolas Cage, but E. Rich McCoy.
You know, I've been dreaming, and every night Florian comes into my dream, and he just kind of stands there and watches me struggle. Florian, why are you doing this to me? Why are you showing up in my dreams and then doing nothing of any interest?
Well, just wait till I have a bad day, and then you're really gonna get it.
Oh, no.
Kino, if you were dreaming of a white Christmas and then Florian was in the dream, would it pass the one drop rule?
No.
What?
Okay.
Wow.
I think we know that about Florian.
That's shocking. Wow.
Florian has way more than one drop.
Okay, that's an inappropriate conversation, guys, because Christmas was last week as of this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. We're thinking fourth
I
dimensional.
was having a very icy early January. Yeah, no, I mean, Florian's like half Iraqi, so I guess
he's half something good.
Yeah, I am. Half
Yeah.
Iraqi.
Oh, it's literally Iraqi? I thought it was...
Well, it's Kurdish.
Okay, Kurdish.
Yep.
Oh, so the commie Iraqi.
Yes, your favorite kind.
So this might be my favorite film of the year so far. I have not yet seen what's that, like June, December.
Sick of myself.
May, December.
Oh, May,
Yeah,
December.
yeah, I know. I don't know what it's about, but Everett said he's really interested in the subject of that movie for some reason.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
check that one
a
out.
pretty riveting subject, I heard.
Yeah, I mean, Everett sounded really
It's a
into it
subject
from
that-
his review.
It's so nice to see yourself represented on screen, is the thing.
What is this movie? I'm not getting it.
It's a subject that I guess a lot of YouTubers love talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know E-Rich was obsessed in his 5-star Letterboxd review, but we're going to talk about my only 5-star Letterboxd review of the year so far. That is Dream Scenario, starring Nicolas Cage.
So you're talking about 2024, right?
Oh, man,
Yeah.
E-Rich, I can't do this mindfuck right now.
I mean, of course it would be the first 5-star review of this year because, the year just started.
Because it's already
Yeah.
2024.
Well, he's already made a review last year, but he's made a new one.
Well, he saw it in 2023.
I think my point is
saw
it
it
took
in
me until
2023.
December to see a 5-star movie in 2023, so not a great year.
Damn.
Really?
Actually-
you didn't have any other one? Not even the Mario movie? Damn.
Not even the Mario movie.
We've already gone over this. The Mario movie is not a 5-star movie.
Yeah, it's only 4.5.
Yeah.
All right, so what is this movie about?
Yeah, Kino, you said that this was kind of your brainchild that Ari Aster stole from you and that you're seeking some sort of legal arrangement. You relate to the
No.
character of he got canceled online and then it was really funny. He got hit in the head by a light and then the movie ended.
Yeah. No. So this movie started out as a film that Ari Aster was gonna do, and it's kind of based on that hoax, from the like the 2000s of like, have you seen this man in your dreams?
Ever dreamed this man?
Yeah, ever dreamed this man with the weird dude? I mean, that all turned out to be a hoax, but and then he ended up giving the project to Christopher Borgli, who I think is a really interesting new filmmaker. So yeah, this is actually the second movie by Christopher Borgli this year. He came out with another pretty great movie called Sick of Myself. Similar in terms of themes and in terms of humor, but it's in Norwegian. So the movie's about this like college professor. He's like a evolutionary biologist who really likes ants, and he hasn't been published. He's
pretty pathetic. Like, yeah,
he's pretty pathetic. He's like a total like beta. You know, somebody's publishing using research of his, and all he can do is have like a temper tantrum inside a fucking cafe.
Now, you call him a beta. Some might say he has the intellect of a tribe of zebra, and he knows better than to stick his neck out, because then it's an individual, and he can get slain by a lion. You know, that was the mistake he made, was appearing in everybody's dream. He stuck his zebra neck out.
Yeah, he stuck his zebra neck out. And so he starts appearing in everybody's dreams, but he's such a passive person that he's just passive in their dreams, and they could be having dreams about anything.
I think it's super interesting because at this point, it's less about him and more just everyone talking about their dreams in particular. Like, the only interesting thing about him being there is that it's always him there. Like, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't say anything. He's just completely a blank, basically.
And on a meta level, the film introduces a wide variety of out of context Nicolas Cage moments, and I like that they have him dolled up as like a balding old man Nicolas Cage. Like, and he'll just be, you know, gravity's not working and people are floating away and he's standing there with a rake, or somebody's being chased by a naked man and hunted down and he refuses to help. Like, out of context, we're getting a lot of meme-worthy Nicolas Cage moments out of one movie.
We are.
Well,
he's exactly.
Like taking interest in something else. Like he's like, please don't worry about the falling things. I'm cleaning over here, okay?
Or it's like, what are these kind of mushrooms? Yeah, like, as the guy's getting hunted and killed, it's like, what are these mushrooms?
It's almost like he's in a different dream.
Yeah, and so like it becomes this huge phenomenon. He goes viral. And to kind of sum things up so we can get to talking more about it, basically, he wants to like write this book about ants, and he thinks he can leverage his fame to write this book about ants because all he wants to do is get published. He starts getting stressed out because the agents or whatever that take him up, you know, they want him to do fucking Sprite commercials. They don't want him to write.
It's Michael Cera as the one agent.
Yeah, Michael Cera is the agent. Yeah, and he there's this like period where it's very much like, he's feeling like a rock star, and so the dreams start changing. People start having like sex dreams with him, and then after one particular scene, which we could talk about a little bit in detail, he gets really stressed out and because he like finds out that it's like, can I spoil it right now?
Sure.
I guess we always spoil
spoilers.
Because he finds out, he realizes his wife is probably cheating on him. So he goes back to the apartment with this girl who works at the agency because she says that she has these intense sex dreams of him, and she wants to recreate the sex dreams. And that hence, Monkey, do you want to talk about this particular
Well,
scene?
Florian said that this was the literally me scene for him. Which is sitting down in the living room with a beautiful woman way out of your league, and she's undoing your fly, and suddenly you're jizzing in your pants and farting all over the place. And trying to defend it, saying, well, actually, it's a healthy, natural thing. This is proof that you're beautiful, that I jizzed in my pants. You should be flattered by this.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm lactose intolerant, okay? I will never stop farting. You'll just have to deal with that, okay, during sex?
Go sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
I can have sex alone if you don't like the farting. That's what Florian says.
Yeah, that's my motto.
You should probably sit over there and just watch.
Oh, God.
But so anyways, this kind of really, really stresses him out. And he gets stressed out for some other reasons. And so he's like, and especially when his friend gets published, he gets really angry. You know, he's stressed about his marriage. He's angry that his friend got published and he didn't get any credit.
His book, right?
Well, she stole some of his ideas.
More
yeah,
like, the ideas that he had that he never really fully developed, she like just took and ran with. I think
He came up with a great pun for ants that I knew Florian would like this. It's ant-intelligence. You know, I can't believe it was not in Ant-Man and the Wasp because it would have fit right in. And he's mostly pissed about the name being stolen.
Yeah, and so then these like, you know, kind of sex dreams or whatever that people are having then turn into nightmares. And the nightmare, and as it turns into nightmares for people, he starts living an awaking nightmare as he gets canceled. And because then it goes into this sort of, it becomes like the satire of cancel culture and like his students having to go to group therapy and because they can't handle the trauma from their nightmares of him. And just like how he can't even go to a cafe to eat like lunch without getting beaten up, asked to leave and, you know, and whatnot. And, and so it takes him all the way down that road until he just kind of embraces his, like, embraces himself as like Freddy Krueger. Does like the photo shoot at the end
with the glove, the blade glove.
Because it's like, oh, the French, it's like the French love the nightmares.
Is that accurate? Do you think of the French? Would they be the only nation that loves
They're into all kinds of messed up stuff.
Yeah, they would like it. They would like it a lot. No
one else, just the
French. But then it takes yet another turn too. Mm-hmm. Because when you think the movie's over, I mean, there's still maybe 10, 15 minutes left. And it's like, thanks to this, we now have dream influencers. And they like, we understand dream technology now. So we have these influencers who can pop into your dreams and sell you some cool products. And then there's this great scene where he's having this dream and these like influencer guys are like popping in trying to sell him this stuff.
And they're messing up the ad and being like, let me go again.
Yeah. Yeah, this might be the one part of the movie I would have taken out.
Oh, I love it. I love shit like this.
I like it more the Groundhog Day route where you have this supernatural phenomenon that creates the whole premise of the movie and then you don't really explain it. You can't scientifically harness it to make an influencer product.
Well, they don't really like. They still don't really explain it a whole lot.
It's got to be understood enough if they can sell it to anybody now, just because they didn't explain it to the audience.
Well, he means, the idea is essentially that he found a way to tap into the collective.
I don't need it. This is a story about Nicolas Cage's character. I want to just focus in on him. I don't need this to be everybody's ability now. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but it ties into being able to visit other people's dreams, and then that ties into what he does at the end of the movie.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better if the whole thing is he can enter anybody's dream except for his wife, and that kind of leads to a distance in their relationship? What if at the end he's no longer in anybody's dreams, but now he can go just into hers without this technology? Isn't that more meaningful?
I don't think he has control over it at all until.
Well, yeah. So that's more meaningful.
Yeah, he doesn't have any control.
Yeah, to me, I thought like the whole last third was actually pretty bad, but I guess I'm probably the only one on that one, right? Like, I can't believe that they didn't explore more what he could do with the ability at all, and they just...
Well, he doesn't have an ability. Like, that's the thing, is that he doesn't have an ability. He's somehow, like, it's not because of what he does, it's just that he accidentally projects himself into all these people's dreams. He doesn't.
It's still
He
what
doesn't
he
do it on
does.
purpose or anything.
It's still based on his mindset, and he could change it. He would just have to stop being a bitch, and then he would no longer be a serial killer that everyone hates.
Well, I mean, he didn't kill anybody.
Not in real life. Just everyone's dreams.
He did snap that one lady's finger off. I was hoping that was going to end up being a dream, but no.
They
That was
they kind of play it like it might be a dream.
Yeah,
You know, like,
there's a time.
You're
skip
like, wait,
of
is
what
this
even
is this a dream? And then it goes into like this Netflix documentary type thing where it's like this man after the violent assault. And really that was not I will defend Nick Cage's character here. That was not a violent assault. She was being dumb for putting her fingers in the door to try to stop him from going through.
Yeah,
you
wasn't
know.
she the one stopping the door? Oh, I guess.
Yeah, she
I guess
was.
He did push through. I thought
She snapped her own finger off and then blamed him.
she did, didn't
I mean-
she? Yeah, that was insane. I can't believe she
From the
got away
point
with
of
that.
view of if you are asked to not come to a school and you come to the school anyway, and then someone tries to bar you from going any further in the school, that's kind of like you have taken steps to do things when you're
Yeah,
explicitly disallowed from doing it.
But the whole point of it is that he literally did nothing wrong. So like, it's like I haven't done anything. Like, you don't have a case against me, right? I want to see my daughter perform the play. I haven't done anything to any of you guys. There's nothing between us. It's all like imagined shit between us. And the whole thing too is like these people who are canceling him and are actively trying to make his life worse, and they're also actively making their lives worse by doing that, because they're just making him angrier and then making the nightmares like more intense.
Yeah, the
So
whole world. It's crazy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then when Nick Cage has a dream where he's being hunted down by himself, and it's such a vivid murder by somebody who looks identical to him, he seems to empathize with this viewpoint, and he goes on webcam like weeping, and he explains, "Oh, I finally experienced it. I know what you're going through." And everybody rejects it and thinks that it's phony and fake, and, "Oh, you couldn't possibly understand the pain you've caused us, you canceled man. There's no way you could be a victim in all this too. Get fucked. Like, you don't deserve anything for the rest of your life."
His own shitty wife says it's insincere.
Yeah.
How fucking like that wife is so bad in this movie. I don't even get it. Like, remember when the one woman was like, "Hey, I want to talk to you about something," and then she's immediately jealous for no reason. Oh my god.
well, it's because she's cheating on him
Oh yeah, I guess.
or
that
wants to
makes
cheat
sense.
on him. That's why she's like immediately jealous.
Wait, does she cheat or does she want to cheat? Because I don't remember that from the movie
It's
at all.
implied. It's implied that she did, because when he's in New York, she has that guy back at their house, and he's like, "What is he doing at the house?" And then like right after he moves out, that guy pretty much is like at the house all the time. So, and then that guy is at the play with her. So he moved in really, really fast. And the thing is like nobody moves in that fast, especially like, after a split up, it's like nobody moves in that fast unless there was something prior.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, man. Yeah, I guess she's even worse than I thought then.
Well, I mean, and that's honestly too. I mean, it's kind of on him. Like, he took her last name when they married.
Oh my god, that was such a stupid scene too. Where it's like, yeah, we decided that was better.
Well, that's kind of
No,
her thing
I
from my
meant-
interpretation, is that she liked having the power in the relationship, and she
Yeah.
is very much jealous and resentful that her husband is becoming a viral sensation and getting all this attention. And that's probably a motivating factor for her cheating and getting over him, is just like intense jealousy that he has something good in his life and she doesn't.
Yeah.
So she
She
just
definitely
destroys
wants
his
to have all the power. Because she likes him because he's like a docile like house pet of a husband. Yeah.
And then he
And-
became the docile house pet of everyone's stream, and then she didn't like it anymore. That's amazing.
Well, he was kind of like the pit bull of everybody's dream. Docile at first,
So in the end,
and then he bites. Eventually bites.
man, how did it happen that he never started being better? How did he just never change the ways that he appeared in other people's dreams? Surely he must have figured out how it happens, right?
I don't think that. I mean, Kino had that interpretation that kind of his mood and demeanor was influencing the dream, and I could see that, but I didn't really think about it that way as I was watching it. I just felt it was more, this is an uncontrollable thing. They talk about memetics, like this movie directly talks about memes and viral sensations and how you can't really control it. It just pops out of nowhere. Like this kind of thing happens to like random Target employees all the time. Like, oh, look at this Target guy. He's so cute. He's a meme for a week. Uh-oh, he posted about something we don't like on Instagram 4 years ago. Now he's fucked. Like it's kind of the same idea, right?
But the movie makes it really clear that he has this breakdown that his idea was plagiarized, and then everyone starts getting murdered by him. Like we immediately cut to him murdering someone in their dream. So like it was not subtle about
this. This is the movie that spurned H Bomber guy to make that big video. He's like, guys, if more YouTubers plagiarize, we're gonna have all these nightmares. So we have to call them out right now.
That's how it goes, yeah. They're gonna drive Nicolas Cage insane.
Rich, we haven't heard much from you. Tell me why you love or hate this movie.
This is such an interesting case for me because, like, I'm generally the, like, cancel culture doesn't really exist. It's literally just the consequences of your actions starting to catch up to you. In this movie, it's such the case that, like, he literally did not do anything. Like, it's his dream version of himself going out and, like, doing terrible things to people, and he should definitely not be held responsible for that stuff. But I think at a certain point with, like, society and the way that we build up these ideas, and you kind of should just have to go along to get along with people, at least for a time. I don't think, like, you should be ostracized forever, but, like, he probably shouldn't have gone to see his daughter's thing. They should have just live streamed it for him or something. Like, there are so many things where you just have to go along with how people perceive you, because it's the one versus the many at a certain point, and the many are going to win.
But it's also like, see, the thing is that the nightmares ended after that, because the thing is, he had to stand up for himself. Like, he never stood up for himself, you know. And what the ostracization caused is it forced him to stand up for himself, and, you know, and, like, people hated him for standing up for himself. But that's what ended up. But is he at
a better point in his life at the end of the movie?
No, he doesn't stand up for himself at all. He gives in to the fucking Wolverine, Freddy Krueger clause, and the new title and the new dust jacket. Like, he gives up on the end.
Yeah, he's very cucked still.
No, he gives up at the end. But what I'm saying is that the nightmares end because he does, like, stand up. You know,
we actually don't know that. We just know that he gets, I think, arrested, and then the technology comes out that prevents, like, this from happening. I assume because he took one of those bracelets. Now he doesn't project everyone anymore. Is that how it worked?
No. He was using the bracelet to try to learn how to control it, and go to his wife's dream.
Yeah, so it saved him. Didn't have anything to do with standing up.
No, but the dreams had ended after that. After
we don't
that
know
play.
how long.
Yeah, I
after
also got that idea that the dreams had already ended. At some point after all the nonsense that proceeds from the movie.
I mean, I don't really understand. Well, I mean, Like he probably got arrested, right? So if he's in prison, then his dreams would have gotten even worse because he would be.
I don't
like,
know if he got
mad all
arrested
the
though. It's
time.
possible they just like press some kind of charge against him, and he either could pay it or.
Is that how it works? If
Because
she's,
it
like,
can be construed
injured?
as an accident, essentially. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like
it's not such a
jury,
blatant assault or something. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a blatant. It's not a blatant assault. So like, a jury would be really, I think, hung on something like that. So.
But then
yeah,
again, he did
it's-
murder them all in their dreams. So I'm surprised if he didn't go to jail. Actually, like,
You
that doesn't make
can't be
sense.
held responsible for dream murder, Florian.
Yeah,
And I should know because I
it's not-
murder you in mine every night.
You must not have been watching the same movie. Like, people are really pissed at him for these dream murders. Okay.
Well, there's also this idea. We kind of touched on it a little earlier that it might have been, like, it could have been him for like a lot of the movie, but at some point, that dream self of his kind of became its own thing because it visited him in his own dream.
Was
you
that
know
the
that-
last time that he had a dream? Is that when it ended? When he appeared in someone's dream is when the dream version killed him?
It's been a few weeks since I've seen it, so
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
To me, the part where he's like, "Well, it happened to me too, so I'm as much of a victim as everyone else." That's the kind of thing in cancel culture where, like Kevin Spacey says, "Well, I'm gay, so I can't possibly have done these things to anyone else." Or
I don't think
or
that's a
it also-
similar
more than
thing.
anyone else.
I don't think it's similar. Like, I don't think it's similar because, like, he actually, like, for one, he didn't actually inflict any pain on anybody. I mean, it's a fucking dream, right? Wake up. You know what I mean? Just like, it's easy. Wake up. Nothing happened to you. And like, you didn't have real trauma. I loved when he's like, everything is trauma now. You know?
Like,
And-
you didn't
yeah.
see how the people were sent screaming just at seeing him? Come on, man. You really think it's all
It's because they're
fake?
pussies. It's
Well,
because
speaking of out of context scenes, there's a great scene with like a big auditorium or it's full of kids, and they hold up a picture of Nicolas Cage, and like they're like wincing in fear and they're scared, and then he has to like walk
He
slowly in
comes
the
in.
room.
He's at the very like far side of the gymnasium and just standing there.
Yeah, if you don't know what this movie's
Approaching
about, this is
slowly.
going to be insane.
It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
No, but like you can't say that it has no impact at all, and these people should just dismiss it. And then when it happens to him, he is the exact same thing. If he had said it happened to me and it wasn't a big deal, I just got over it. Everyone else should. I could see that as being like a consistent flow of things. But he tries to make it more about himself and say like, "Oh, now I'm a victim. You should feel bad for me as much as you feel for yourself." So
Right,
it's
but I
like-
think with Kevin Spacey,
back
if he
and forth.
said, I've also been raped and it wasn't that bad, it would make sense. Not, I'm gay.
No way.
Like, he wasn't accused of being gay. He was accused of, like, molesting somebody.
Yeah, I know, but he like denied the charges of molesting anyone.
Yeah, but Nicolas
and then
Cage-
said, this is happening
what-
to me because I'm gay.
Nicolas Cage got murdered in the dream. Like, that's a one-for-one comparison, right? You didn't say I was gay in the dream,
yeah.
which is
Guys,
even worse than getting killed.
Yeah, I had a dream and I was gay in it. I
I'd be a lot
understand.
more confused after that dream than a murder dream. I'm like, I gotta evaluate some things now.
You don't have gay sex
Well, it
with
also-
yourself in your dream?
It also just kind of shows that, like, in these cancellation campaigns, you know, making that apology video, and it is kind of it's obviously based on like a lot of like these YouTuber apologies as well. But making an apology video just doesn't do anything good, you know.
Well, he should have been singing. That would have saved it.
And this is a
Yeah.
scenario where we're on his side. We know everything he's saying is genuine and true. And even then, even in the best case scenario, it backfires and fucks him over. So there's no point.
No, but like I think the point of when you're going to apologize, and I don't think in this case he should have had to apologize to anyone because it's a dream. It didn't actually happen to anyone. It can be pretty easily just ignored. When you go to make an apology, you have to frame what you did and then explain that you're responsible for that and that it's not going to happen again, and like understand that the other person was harmed in this. When he in his apology was like, well, it happened to me too, and now I'm a victim alongside everyone else, that is not how to frame an apology. If your apology becomes about you, that's not an actual apology.
I think it's more empathetic. Like, I finally feel the pain you guys have felt, and daily reminder, I'm not doing this to anybody, so I don't even have anything to apologize for.
Like, I think if it had started as that, you'd probably be okay. But in the thing we see, it becomes more and more about him as he keeps going, and he's getting like emotional, he's getting like crying.
Well, nobody knows what it's like to every single place you go, every random stranger's afraid of you and treats you like shit. Like, he's the biggest victim on the planet Earth at that point, and I think he does have a right to be upset about it.
Yeah, like he is the biggest, he is by far the biggest victim out of everything. I mean, it's very like Kafka-esque, where it's like, well, everything in the world is like working against him. And it's like
his life became a nightmare,
catastrophe,
essentially.
Yes.
Well, was it even an apology, or did he just say that he was victimized by it too?
Now, he says he's sorry in the video.
I think he wants to start as an apology, but it becomes more and more about what he's suffered, and yeah.
Well, good, because he has suffered more than any of us, and people need to fucking know it and give him some love and respect.
He should have just been making videos all along, then maybe he would have had an audience that supports him.
Yeah, don't take the Maddox route and wait 4 fucking years, okay? Just keep it up the whole time.
Yeah, tragic.
This was a very Twilight Zone kind of movie to me, and I love movies like that, or really stories like that in general. So, like, I know that there's a lot of cancel culture, like, inherently part of this, but I just found the whole thing incredibly interesting, so I was cool even with stuff that I might personally disagree with.
Would you agree with me that this movie's 2.5 times better than Tar?
No, God, no.
You have a strange way of thinking.
Wait, you didn't like Tar?
Ratings now.
Tar was stupid. It was retarded.
Whoa. Sticky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where's your literally me Tar fucking video, Kino, if it's so good? Never will exist. It got snubbed at the Oscars, and it's going to be forgotten very soon. Nobody will be talking about Tar in 2025.
Yeah, because she was canceled, that's why.
Yeah, that's the power of cancel culture.
What movie do you think is going to get like a big snub at the Oscars this year?
Nicolas Cage in this one.
Yeah, you probably won't even
make
it for the Oscars.
I don't think he's even going to be
Cage.
nominated for anything.
No.
Yeah. I mean, he makes like 1 million movies all the time, you know, but I usually like them, so it's too bad.
He says he's going to transition into TV shows. He says he watched Breaking Bad and he wanted to do that. Like, literally, that's what he said.
Is that wow? That's an amazing quote.
Yeah, so I can't wait.
Oh my god, could you imagine what kind of Breaking Bad series he would make? I actually would enjoy most of his stuff if it was longer. And
if I was Bryan Cranston, I'd be shitting my pants right now. Like, Nicolas Cage is coming for his throne. He's going to be the new best actor in television history.
Cage has done better for himself in the last couple of years, but like in the last 10 years or so, he's been in like the shittiest action movies, the shittiest like dumb thrillers.
He has a spending problem.
And he's been in some of the greatest movies ever, like Pig.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Like, you have some strange taste here, okay? Like, he's really like good in most stuff he does. All right.
He is good, even in bad movies. Like, he makes bad movies watchable.
Yeah, he really does go a long way with that.
Are you going to bat for Stolen, Kino?
Which one was that?
What about Renfield? I know Florian has Renfield in his top 5 of the year.
I think that was top 10, but yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed that one. How do you even remember him in it? Oh yeah, he was the vampire, right?
Must have been that good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember now. He was not the vampire that was doing the alphabet, sadly.
He wasn't Renfield in the movie Renfield.
No.
Yeah,
wasn't.
that was the War Boy, right? Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't see Renfield.
No.
Whoa.
But we did see Morbius together.
Yeah, but we did see Morbius together.
Okay, let's go around the horn. Was Dream Scenario a good bad movie, a bad movie, or a movie you kind of like? Kino?
Dream Scenario is Kino. It's probably one of my favorites of this year. I mean, watch it. It's a beautifully shot movie. Got great performances. It's really funny. It's a pretty unique film. Definitely more unique than a lot of the other films coming out this year. Yeah, I would highly recommend it.
I can second everything Kino said. I'm always looking for originality in movies, and I've never quite seen a film like this one. And it gives me high hopes that Ari Aster and whoever directed this can go on to make more crazy, weird shit that I will enjoy. Florian, what about you?
Well, to me, this movie was like really good in the first half. Like I thought that was probably like 10 out of 10, all of it. But then it just got gradually worse, and I feel like nothing was resolved. And I feel like the characters deserved better, and like it just got incoherent in the end. So I guess in that way, it's like a dream at least.
Do you appreciate it as a tragedy of Nicolas Cage's character, because he gets completely fucked, and then the ending is even more sad than anything else? And it just keeps getting worse. Society, not even society, God hates him. Like he gets hit in the head by a fucking broken light at the end.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But there is a glimmer of hope.
Hey, I think it's tragic, but I don't feel for him, because I think he could have like fixed his problem by he just had to be more positive, and then everyone would have loved him. That he would have been in their dreams, maybe saved them from something. Maybe having sex with everyone in their dreams consensually. I don't know. It could have all worked out. I feel like he had all the potential and he just wasted it. So
he just needed to embrace the power of positive thinking.
I mean, yeah,
he has to eat, pray, love his way back into his cheating wife's heart. Kino, are you saying the glimmer of hope is getting back with his wife who cheated with him? On him?
Yeah, that was the most tragic thing, is that of all the things he could do, he's obsessed with this horrible bitch.
Yeah, no, it's still tragic, but it is him kind of resolving, or at least getting closure on that. Like getting closure with his wife by appearing in the dream as that fantasy. No, like it's still tragic in the sense that it's like, yeah, he's not getting back with her, and he should not. Like he should not get back with her. Like, but he at least is able to use that power to sort of close it off, and so I got the sense at the end that now that part of him, he like completed that quest, and he's able to close that off. Now he can kind of move on to the next stage of his life.
I mean, like I see it as like the you don't know what you got until it's gone thing, where he was pretty miserable living the life he had, and now that he achieved fame or achieved some kind of sensationalism around himself, he's kind of not very happy anyway, and he wishes he could just have his wife back, even if she did cheat on him.
Well, he wishes he could have his old life back. He's not like living in an apartment and and whatever. But he did sell a lot of books.
Daughters, if his wife is still sleeping.
Yeah,
with
banging that. Yeah, but he did sell a lot lot he had a pretty good line going.
Cow. Like he's probably like a Christian type thing, where he's just putting out work, but nobody actually likes him. Poor guy.
Rich, are those your final thoughts?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to say I really like this movie overall. It's got that Twilight Zone kind of quality that I dig. I think Cage is great. There's like a scene. It's the one where he both farts and comes in his pants, and the just look on his face while that's happening is one of the funniest fucking things. And I can't wait to get a screen grab of that so I can use it whenever I want.
And it's so great too, because it really shows like Cage's range of acting.
Yeah.
Because he plays, another like Cage movie that I was kind of reminded of was like Adaptation.
Yeah,
and it shows him playing like this really kind of meek guy and doing this very kind of almost like understated performance, And then in the dreams, they're like, okay, now go full on Nicolas Cage, go full on whatever what's his acting style, shamanic, like. it's some shamanic thing that he'd call this acting style. It's like, yeah, just go insane. Just go insane. Like when it's his daughter having that dream about him, and he's like running into the room in that super
windmilling his
wave,
hands and fucking
windmilling his hands with a smile on his face.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really funny.
He's such perfect casting for this movie, and he just so greatly embodies the character. He's got this like nebbish high voice that he's doing, and he's always stuttering and kind of like tripping over himself. It's so great. I love the part where it's like he wants to go to this like dinner party, and then they get to the dinner party, and the wife is like staring knives at him because I guess he assaulted her in the dream or whatever, and just what's his name from the Spider-Man movies? I can't remember what his name is, but just so many parts of this movie just tickled me in the right way. So I had a great time.
I would like to see, because so supposedly Ari Aster was going to make this movie with Adam Sandler starring in it.
Oh my god, man! Oh, that would rule.
I would like to see Ari Aster make his version of Dream Scenario with Adam Sandler in it, like, and have the two movies. And
I'd probably prefer that because it would have a happy ending. So that probably would really round out the experience.
I mean,
with Ari Aster, did you see Beau is Afraid or Midsummer or Hereditary?
Florian loved Beau is Afraid.
Yeah, that was his favorite movie of the year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really got to write about that movie. Oh boy.
That half-star review you gave it.
When's your video on Beau is Afraid coming out, Florian?
Well, I probably have to make it pretty soon. Well, I guess it probably already came out, considering this is the modern year of 2024.
Oh, yeah, it's 2024.
It's current
Yeah, it's
year.
2024 already.
I'm willing to bet that
it's the current
video does
year.
not exist yet.
Yeah, Monkey really insisted on editing that video really quick for me. Okay, so it definitely came out already.
Yeah, I've been waiting about 2 weeks for him to record the audio of the script he already wrote.
There's no way it's that long, but I have to bundle it with Napoleon. Okay, it's gotta
Why?
work. Okay,
Why those two movies? What the hell?
It's Joaquin
same
Phoenix.
actor.
Oh, right.
What a dumb fuck E-Rich is.
Yeah, I forgot. He so became Napoleon that I
Could not see that cleft lip at all.
Yeah.
You guys want to plug anything in the brand new year of 2024?
Well, let me
check out my videos.
Yeah, check
Kino,
out my
how
videos.
many, as of this release of the podcast, how many episodes of you reviewing Twin Peaks are going to be up on your channel?
Probably 4.
So 2 more will come out between now and then.
Yeah,
You mean
yeah,
now and
probably
now?
4.
Yeah, now and now.
Now and now. Yeah, I had to. There were some more time sensitive videos I wanted to get out in December, but yeah, by this time there should be 4 Twin Peaks videos. 'Cause
Hell yeah.
At the time of this recording, one of them is almost edited, but I just have to get some other videos out first.
What about you, E-Rich? What videos can we expect to see on the E-Rich McCoy channel?
Yeah. By this time in 2024, I'll definitely have the E-Rich channel spinned up again. I'll definitely be doing streams with Florian every week.
Oh, wow.
shit.
I'll definitely be reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure again, whatever the fuck I did
Oh, that'd be cool.
back when I had a channel. Yeah.
You did that? I don't remember you doing that.
I definitely did do that. I definitely had people who came and watched me read manga. Which
How
was
many people came and watched you read that?
about 10 at a time,
Wow.
which isn't that bad.
Dude, Florian streams and gets like, if he's lucky, if there's 2 or 3.
No, I
And
got
those
10
2 or 3 are me and
occasionally.
Mumkey.
Yeah, it's just me. And he's ignoring the chat. And I'm like, well, no wonder why nobody's here. He won't even read chats from fucking me.
Oh, come on. Reading a chat is the worst thing a streamer can do, okay? It's always boring.
Oh, reading the
Very
chat.
low.
Reading the chat when you don't have a lot of, like, when you have the chat going wild, right? Because you're having like thousands of people watching you. Yeah, then you only read super chats. But if you don't have a whole lot of people
You
there,
just interact
you have
with
like
everything. Yeah.
yeah, you just interact with everything because that's more fun for people.
Yeah, I know. I just hate it. It's tragic. Guess
Yeah,
I'll never be a good streamer.
I have a very low social light bulb ability to take things in, so streaming makes me feel weird.
So stay
I feel
tuned.
like I have to fill
Me and E-Rich
time
will be
with everything.
streaming soon. And we
Yeah.
can watch as his social battery declines at a rapid rate.
The light is off, but I am still in here.
Barely, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See you next time, folks.
Bye.
See ya.